Let's go now with our first portfolio for today. His name is PANCHI. And PANCHI says, "Hi, I'm PANCHI. I graduated in 3D production almost a year ago. For the past 8 months, I've been working in animation for film at an Argentinian studio. That's great. A miracle got yourself having other applications. And since I've improved a lot, I want to start creating new pieces for my portfolio. I really love a very, very honest review. I don't take anything personally. I just want a fresh perspective to improve as much as I can. Thanks for the opportunity. I want to focus on becoming a caricature artist, filming games, but I'm also open to props, environments, and rigging to have more opportunities. I'm attaching an image with some concepts I liked and was thinking of modeling, but I'm not sure if the right choices. Senior told me that my portfolio was good, but that it didn't really stand out among the thousands of recruiters have to review. How can I make my portfolio stand out and be memorable? Demo reel and ArtStation. Okay, let's take a look at the demo reel. We don't usually see demo reels. Francisca Traini. I mean, first of all, Francisca, the fact that you are employed, that's a great thing. Like, really, really good. Hey, not bad. Yeah. Good stuff here. First character, good opening. Okay. Nice. Good breakdowns there. I like the texture. It's like hand painted, stylized. You're definitely using PBR, right? Because we have all of the maps, normal maps, and all that kind of stuff. That's not needed. That 3-2-1, absolutely not needed. You can cut that out. Jump straight into the characters. That's another cool character. I'm not sure why your teacher said that your portfolio doesn't stand out, because it does look quite unique. Like, in terms of style, the style that the characters have, they look quite original. Like, normally I see, AAA characters, very obvious, hyper-realistic stuff. This one definitely looks a little bit more unique. This is probably the weakest one in terms of design. In terms of execution, is fine. And the fact that you're rigging, posing, we're going to talk about posts on the channel very soon. But this is good. Like, I really don't have any specific critiques against these pieces, to be honest. Yeah, no, that's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. Let's take a look at the ArtStation. Okay, we have a couple more characters here. One more character, this one. I would include this on the port. Well, I mean, this is low poly, right? That's why you didn't include it. So it looks a little bit faceted, I guess. Yeah, maybe it's a good choice not to have it on the big portfolio. Yeah, no, I mean, again, Francisca, I think you're doing a great job here on the presentation and execution of the characters. I don't really feel like you're missing anything. The only thing you're missing is more volume, right? There are a couple of anatomy things and silhouette things that we can exaggerate a bit more. So this is something that could be improved in the here, like this one right here. This is something that could be improved on the sculpting side of things. So, for instance, what I notice here in terms of, again, like construction of the forms, is that I might want to see a little bit more of a sharper effect here. For instance, on the zygomatic bone, right? Like, really see the difference, really see the change in planes as we go into some of these different areas. Like, maybe a little bit more of an intense expression. We're missing some of the lines here, because even if he's relatively young, like, it's just that. It's just like making sure that they're a little bit more sharp. Maybe a little bit more detail here on the hairs as well, like a couple of like little entrances, something like that to just push this, a little bit more into the polished stages. One of the things that you need to, or one of the games that you could reference right now, which is big, of course, it's Valorant, right? Like, the models in Valorant, they're really, really high quality, and I think you can get there. Like, see, this is the kind of stuff that I mean. Like, see how we have that, like, crystal floating? It looks very mushy. It looks like it's just made out of, like, plastiline or clay. We want to keep, like, really, really sharp lines. So I'm not sure if you did retopology here, but this is where keeping a very low poly might be a better option for those particular assets, just to make it look a little bit better. Careful there. I'm nitpicking, by the way. Like, I'm going way too precise right now, because this is really good. But like, that overlap right there on the ear looks a little bit weird. Maybe adding like realistic eyes or something could be another thing that could help the character. There's a couple of like bandages that we could polish a bit more. The wrinkles on the pants, like just like expressing them a little bit more, yeah, like push the silhouette. Those kind of elements could definitely help. Now, I'm gonna be, again, completely honest with you. If you already have a job, be patient, right? Like, use your job as a sustain for yourself, as a sustain for your family, get more experience, learn more techniques, and in the meantime, keep working and they're doing more projects so that you can see if eventually you can jump into bigger positions. I have a lot of my peers and my colleagues throughout the years that they've been on the same job for, like, let's say 5-6 years at the same studio, and then they jump into a big studio like Sony Santa Monica, like Riot, like Pixar, like Disney, right? Like, it takes a while sometimes to get to those very big projects. It's not something that you're going to be able to jump straight out of, like, graduation as easily. Is it possible? Yes, there's people that do that, but it's more common to take some time to grow, sort of like climb your way through the corporate ladder, as they say, until you get to the result that you want. I see that you're here on the chat, Panchi. So is there any specific question that you want to ask about your portfolio? Because, to be honest, again, I think you have some really clean technical characters. Now, you did mention about like how to pick a project, like what kind of like projects should we pick, and you shared this image. So if I were to pick some of these characters, I would try to avoid this kind of characters right here that, again, are on the sort of like simple side of things, and I would try to go for something that has a little bit more complexity to them. But complexity doesn't always necessarily mean that it is just going to be better, right? It has to have a good amount of complexity along with something that makes the character like memorable. So you're saying you're doing this one right here, this girl with like the pink umbrella. That's definitely a little bit better. I do find it a little bit generic, to be honest. It's like very anime-ish like a character, right? Like, I don't see anything that immediately tells me, oh, she's like a special character or like the main character of the story or whatever. I would probably go for something like this one right here, this one right here, this one right here. All of those look a little bit more interesting to me. But this is the part where again, like subjective opinions really come into play. And you're doing the one with the blue hair, this one right here, like last corner. Yeah, that one's definitely more interesting. Like, it has a little bit more style to it. So if you're picking something like this, again, it doesn't mean that you always need to oh, this one right here, this one right here. Yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. This one, again, definitely reminds me a lot of like Valorant style. So if you want to do this, use Valorant as reference. That's your quality bar. Get as close as possible to the quality bar that they have in Riot with Valorant, and that's the benchmark that you want to have for yourself. Okay, there we go. So thank you very much, Francisca, for sharing your portfolio. Let's go to the next one.